Start recording. Hello, good morning, happy Monday, come on in, welcome to the SHAC. Safe, happy and creative, stay home and craft. And today there's never been a better day for staying home and crafting. It's waning in the southeast of England, in Quobra. What about where you are? Is it raining? Not very nice here at all. Is anybody there apart from me? Come on in. Is anyone there? Josie, good morning. Lovely to have your company. I don't know how many of us there will be today, but I'm here and Josie's here. That's a good start. Speaking of Josie's, I just came off a Hochanda TV show and I'll be back on at 12 o'clock. So this is sandwiched between two live TV shows. We're showcasing some fantastic, just beautiful parchment. So I'm thinking, I've done all the explaining now, and at 12 o'clock I want to get down to some proper artwork. So I'm looking forward to that. There they are, come on in, good to have your company. Nice to see I'm not alone. Happy New Year, hey? Well, we were together on Friday too, weren't we? Nice. Well, today we're going to start something new, and I thought we'd do a little bit of doodling. How'd you fancy, eh? We'll doodle something simple. Travel gently through this year. Do you remember what we said? We're going to travel gently through this year. What's the time? Is it 10 o'clock already? 9:57. See, early to the party. That's always a good idea. Is the volume on? Is the volume working okay? Can you hear me? I know the Skype kept breaking. The contact wasn't very good. It could be the weather, it could be the bandwidth. There are lots of variables. There are lots of things that can affect it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, it's the best that we can come up with. It's certainly safer than travelling all the way up to Peterborough. Staying in hotels. Not going to happen. And today, guess who we've got in the building with us? Yep, Paul. We had a little chat yesterday and we thought it would be nice this year to get Paul in the building. So from now on, and that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with Stuart. They're pedalling away at work, happy days, back to the office. So no, many thanks to Stuart and Steve and Lucy for their input, and I'm sure we'll be seeing them again. But Paul and I had a chat and we thought it'd be nice if Paul comes in, you know, fellow crafter and all that. He'll be able to answer your questions and help you if there's anything you need. Come on in. How many of you are there today? Hey, it's not important. I'm not interested in loads, just a few. It's not important how many of us. The important thing is that there are us. Okay, staying safe. I'm a newbie to the SHAC. Susan Blackburn, hello, come on in, welcome. You're in the right place. You're in the right place. And Paul, he will be there and he will help you if you're looking for anything, Susan. Everybody here is really lovely. You'll enjoy it. And we're going to start something new, so you've arrived at the right time. And all you need is a pencil and some tracing paper, bit of copy paper. That's it. That's it. Pencil and a piece of paper. That's all you need to join in. And you know, sometimes people don't need, been watching on Hochanda, brilliant. Do you think so? I'm so self-critical. It's awful. But I'm sure that many of you can relate to that. I'm always questioning myself. And never been any different. It's in my DNA. And I try really hard to just accept it as it is, but I'm always questioning myself. Whatever, I have to accept that. And yeah, that's it. I just have to accept that that's the way it is. You know, if you've got anxiety, rather than trying to fight the anxiety, if the herbal tea doesn't work, and the yoga and the meditation and the grooving, none of that's working, and you're still anxious, then perhaps you just have to accept that it is, you have to embrace that. You know, I get anxious. And the moment you accept it, it kind of lessens it. because you're not questioning it. You're not worrying about being anxious, because that can only layer on layer on layer, isn't it? You know, just accept that we'd have to be pretty weird not to be anxious right now, to be fair. Hey, come on, let's have a cup of tea and then we'll get started. Yummy. Volume and picture okay here in Dartford. Glad to hear it, Hilary. I've got my good glasses on so I can actually see. Good morning, Marion. Happy New Year. Lovely to have your company. I do love Marion Costello. Lots of familiar faces and familiar names, you know. That's what comes of being in the game for so long. In the game, I said. Bit early for that. Right, come on. I thought, you know, I was trying to figure out what should we do next. And then I was sitting there drinking a cup of tea, thinking about it, and I thought, that's the answer, cuppa. So we're going to draw cups. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what I've done. I've got some ideas. I think it's going to be cool. So you can take a cup, you see, and you can doodle a really nice cup. The key is the shape. You've got to get a good shape. So I did you know, you've got to get a good, listen, you're talking to the potter. Ha. Yeah. Got to get the right handle. Teapots, bigger challenge, spout, dribble. So we're going to get the right shape, yeah? And then we're going to doodle inside the shape. Shall we have a little look? This is just an idea. It's a work in progress. It's a moving feast. Let's have a look on this camera. Let's see if we can see. You see inside? Let's have a look. Right up close. There. Now you can see the doodle. Yeah? There you are. Nice, eh? Is Paul in the building with us yet? I can't see him. Come on, Paul. Put your hand up. Yeah, he must be. Right, so I thought what would be really nice would be to get a shape going and then decide on the handle. Today, we're just going to focus on the shapes, right? And then we're going to sort out, yeah, let's get the shapes done. Because I had another idea. Look, looky. You know, look, see if you do that one without the rim round the outside, then you can make stacks. See? Like that. Doesn't that look cool? So you can make a whole stack of them. You can do one like that. Or, hey, listen, you turn it round, put one in like that. So then the handles don't. Are these called handles? Yeah, they are. Right, but first of all, let's do the shape. And it is time to start, I think. Shall we get going? Come on. Tea, best drink of the day. You ready? Come on then, let's get going. So, have you got a piece of tracing paper? Don't need anything else. And do you know what? If you just want to sit and listen to me wittering on and just be part of a really cool crowd, the in crowd, the shackers. We're the shackers. Hey? It's good, isn't it? What we got here? HB. It's a good neutral pencil. It's a good neutral pencil. If you're new to the SHAC, you really don't need a lot. You just need some tracing paper. We sell the pads, Paul will show you. Tracing paper, pencils. I mean, we did look at those good ones, didn't we? The tin. Right. The tin of pencils, they're good because you've got all different softnesses depending on what we're doing. They're pretty good. Treat yourself to a tin of them. Got some colouring pencils, that's down the road. Or you could just sit and drink a cup of tea and watch, and that's cool too. No admission fee, it's a free bus ride. There you go, gratis. So let's have a look. What have we got here? Blank canvas, I love it. So I think I'll take it out of the book though, so that I don't make an impression on the next sheet, because that tends to do happen, doesn't it? Right, and then I'm going to take a bit of copy paper, put that underneath so I can see better what I'm doing. Right, there you go, that'll do. Piece of paper. Have we got a rubber? the biggest selling product at Clarity, the double-ended erasers. That speaks volumes, doesn't it? Now, where are my rubbers then? See, I've got all this gear, there it is, for the TV shows. Right, there you go. Double-ended eraser. It's the pink end we need, really. That's good to have. I've got a pencil sharpener. I've got right now. So we need to establish a shape. Have you got a cup that you can? Have you got a cup you can draw around, or something round? Have you? Come on, I'll wait for you. You need a lid or anything. Come on, if you're in the craft room, just grab something round. Anything round. Anything that you got going. I've got Dave's candle holder. Perfect. This is quite clever. Shall I show you? My husband, ingenious. It's a double-ended candle holder. So, look, at this end, tea light end, right? At that end, what's it called? This tall candle, church candle. So I quite like that. He's working on that. He's perfecting that idea of having a double-ended one. They're really getting lovely now. They're like, the way that he's doing them now, they look like spools, really beautiful. Nice, nice. Anyway, I need something to draw around and that'll do the job. So let's, first of all, I need the right glasses on and then let's get going. And we do loads. It's not important to just do one. Let's just get started. I'm panning out a little bit. So for example, let's do half of like that. Just do half like that. There you go. Now, if that doesn't look like a cup, I don't know what does. And then we're gonna flatten out the bottom a bit. Otherwise, that wouldn't be a very. It would be a bit, especially with our two cats. God, blimey! Right. So we're gonna level out the bottom. There we are, so that it actually doesn't just roll around. There you go, like that. That's a start, isn't it? Right, so get rid of that bit there. Hey, hey. Now, I'm going to use it. See, I got rid of everything to do the TV show. Stay there a minute. I need, where did I put my brushes? I cleared all the decks. That'll do. You can't imagine how much prep goes into these TV shows. Paul knows, don't you, love? Yeah. Right, so now, if that's a cup, then what we'll do is we'll come round the front like that. You know when we air draw? Let's air draw for a bit. It's that kind of air drawing when you don't actually touch the paper. You kind of work out there, like that. That probably is about right, isn't it? I reckon. That'll do. Yeah. I mean, this is only the... That'll do. Nice. See, and then it might go round the back. But we can leave that because in a minute, see, I particularly like this shape. Is it any different to that one? Oh, it's just a bit taller. That's why I prefer it. See, this one's a bit taller. So all I did was go round a bit further. Right, well, that's easily sorted. Just go round a bit further on the cup. So it's a bit more bowly. There you go. Well, I'll leave that. That could be part of the pattern. There you go. So, yeah, nice. Welcome to the tea party. Now, until you put a handle on it, do you use teacups or do you only use mugs? I've got special teacups for special teas, like for me ginger, and you know, I've got a lovely, beautiful cup that a friend gave me years ago. Because we were talking about that, weren't we, last week? About, I think it was last week. The weeks all roll into one in the end, don't they? But we were talking about how drinking tea, it's like a ritual. There you go. You can turn it into a ritual, can't you? Let's have a look. What do I think? Tell you what, as a potter, It's so important to get the right handle. Sometimes design, you know, there's usefulness, isn't there? Function, and then there's design. And sometimes I found, not personally, not when I do it myself, I'm not a master of this yet. But you know what I mean? Sometimes, like that would be really difficult to hold because by the time you're hanging onto this bit, it'd be spilling out the other side. So design overrides function, you know? Sometimes really expensive stuff and it's rubbish because it looks nice on the shelf, but when you actually pick it up, try to hold it, either it's completely, you know, the handle is so thin that you can't hold it, or there's not enough room to put your fingers in because so you end up pinching it like that, and that's when design overrides function. Fashion sometimes does that as well, doesn't it? So let's make let's have a look. This needs to be a little bit more, see, to make it more ergonomic, I think is the word I'm looking for. It needs to be a little bit more close, a little closer to the, there you go. That'd work. So think function as well. Not for any other reason than it's something to think about. There you go. I reckon that'd probably work if you held it like that, and then you could probably come up like that. What do you think? You could even come up a bit further. There you go. Do you know the other thing that all the cups that I use, right, or mugs, they're all bone china. And what's amazing is, and I'm sure you all know this, bone china, said the potter, porcelain is much, much harder, right? Even though it looks more fragile and it's translucent and all that, it's actually far more durable than earthenware. You know, like, you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, they chip much more easily, don't they? And so all our cups, even though they're a bit more expensive, well, touch wood, they never chip. I mean, I use this all the time. No chips. No chips. Weird. Because they're so much more delicate. You know, I've got really thin white ones. I've had them for years. No chips. And then you get the big chunky ones that look like pottery, you know, and they chip, don't they? The earthenware stuff. I know. I'm learning all about it. Right, come on then. So we've got a functional handle that we can actually, right? So we've got one like that. That looks quite nice. Now let's have a look. If we could actually change it a little bit there and make it blend in a bit more. That looks quite pretty like that, doesn't it? A bit more state-of-the-arty, eh? Like that. So you could do a handle like that. Are we on this? Let's do another one. Do a different one. Let's do one up here. Right, here we go again. Different handle this time. Right, I'm going to go a bit taller, I think. All right. Right, so now let's do a different one. Because in a minute we need some scenery. And I think this is going to be a good one. Let me think. So let's do this one. See if you can follow me on this. I bet you've got a cup like this in the cupboard. This is a sort of grandmother's cup. So it comes up and it's got a bit of a lip on it like that. Do you know the one? Like that. And the handles, now the handles are going to change. Let's have a look. So you've got a bit of that there. And the handle now could be a bit more like that, like a swirl. Can you see that all right? Let me do it a bit heavier so you can see it better. How about if I come in a bit further. Now let's have a look. So for example, if that's that's got to hit the handle like that, and then it's going to come up like that. Let's have a go. It's going to come round. It's got to be joined somewhere, otherwise that'd be no good as a handle. Hey, So that's the inside and this is the outside. It's going to be a bit big, isn't it? Oh, I don't know though. Quite a big vessel, eh? Let's do it like that. See if that looks... Actually, it doesn't look bad at all, does it? So this one could go like that. Right, here we go. Air drawing and then let's get it right. It's not bad. Then that bit there, I don't know, do I want a big knobble at the bottom? Do I need a big knobble at the bottom? Function versus design. Do you find, when I'm in shops, I love jugs. I've got a thing about jugs. We'll do a jug as well this week, right? I love jugs. I always used to love buying jugs. This is like a, I don't know, a thing. I haven't been to a shop though this year, so no jugs this year. But does that look good like that? Yeah, I quite like that like that. Maybe a bit big, isn't it? Big lob. Or, I know, you could make a... Where's my rubber gone again? Here it is. That looks a bit more like a soup bowl, doesn't it? You know? Like a vessel. Do two handles on it. What about... See, this is quite nice. Look, this one. See? That'd be quite difficult to hold, though. Looks nice. It's easy on the eye. But it'd be quite a challenge to hold that one. Hey? Quite like it, though. Needs to be a bit bigger, that handle, doesn't it? How are you getting on? I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. This looks a little bit dodgy. But it's all right, because all I need is the thing to fill. So let's get a bit more going in like that. Maybe a bit thinner at the bottom and at the top. See? That's more like it. Right. Okay, nice swirl. Yeah? Okay, so I've got a handle and now I'm going to bring in my cup. I think I'll flatten it up a bit there. Yeah. Have you got a favourite cup? Or a favourite mug? There you go. You know, I was telling you, I think the last time we got together or the time before, because Dave and I, we don't drink alcohol. We used to. Decided that wasn't such a good idea, so we knocked it on the head years ago, right? And so drinking tea is our, that looks better, doesn't it? There you go. So drinking tea is like our, that's what we do. We drink tea, we drink coffee. I don't drink too much coffee because it makes me anxious, makes me nervous. Does it you as well? Coffee, if I drink too much of it, it makes me really, yeah, angsty, weird. I don't mind the occasional one, but I love the taste, but I don't like what it does to me. But tea, I could drink this till the cows come home. It doesn't affect me at all. Now, Paul, he's the coffee drinker. Drinks a lot of coffee. I don't think you even drink tea, do you, Paul? I like my tea really, really strong. Like you could leave the tea bag in it for me. And also with low-fat milk, or no-fat milk, if you know the red label. I find the semi-skimmed, it tastes a bit milky for me, a bit too milky. So there you go. If you're going past the kettle, you know. And we also have preferences, don't we? Like I like Yorkshire tea. If I'm going to use tea bags, I like Yorkshire. But do you remember we had that little revelation last year, didn't we? About the plastic. I know, scandalous. Do you remember when we found out that there was polypropylene and there was like a plastic sack within the paper tea bag? I know. That didn't feel good, did it, to know that? And they did say after that, wasn't it the lady on Country File who investigated it? And then they said that they would correct it by the new year. So I might get on that now we're having our little doodle cuppa session and see if they have corrected it or if they think we've all just gone away and forgotten about it, us Yorkshire tea drinkers. But it wasn't just the Yorkshire tea, it was most of them, wasn't it? I remember it was, I think there was only one. Which one was it that didn't? Was it Typhoon or I think it was PG Tips that doesn't use the. Very interesting. You know, for English people, for all our friends from abroad, they'll be thinking, who cares? But for Brits, tea drinking, it's like a real big cultural thing, isn't it, in England? Tea is synonymous with calm. Tea is synonymous with taking a break. Tea is synonymous with pondering, thinking about things. It is for me. Tea's about taking a break, isn't it? And having a think. What about you? What's tea about? It is, isn't it? It's like, it's a little switch off button. It's good. It's a good habit to have. It's one of our better British habits. Right. Have you got a couple of cups now that look like cups? Which one do you prefer? Which one would I drink out? I tend to go with a large. I always go with the bigger cup. But that's just because I'm greedy. So we've got a modern handle. We've got an oldie worldy handle. And now we can fill them, can't we? See, the other thing is, of course, this one, you could transform this by putting a different foot on it. See, I'm not a big fan of these sort of cups. Like that. Do you know the ones I mean? But they look nice. Look nice on the shelf. Oh, I've got some beautiful little mocha coffee cups. But at the moment we're on teacups. Look, see? Changes it completely, doesn't it? Yeah, you see? So the idea is that if you, say you put that one at the bottom, then you could start stacking them up. Look, different cups. Hey? There's a tea shop in Tunbridge Wells. And it has it's really cool. When you go in there, all the plates are different. They're really old. They must have bought them all in second-hand shops. All the plates are different. All the cups are different. Nothing matches. They're just oldie-worldy. You know, like none of them are chipped. I'll give them that, right? But they're all different. And so you never know what plate your cake's going to get served on. It's really lovely. You know, so many restaurants, it's all very pristine, isn't it? Very modern, like a certain line that they've bought into. But this little shop little coffee shop or tea shop in Tunbridge Wells, it's lovely. And all the reason I mention it is because all the cups and saucers are all stacked in the window. I mean, I don't imagine they're open now, but I like that. It's got personality, it's got character. Right, how are we doing? So the next thing is, let's take the larger one. I'm going to take the larger one and we're going to put a doodle in there. So if I show you what I've done, now look, nearly there, almost. The idea behind the doodle today is that we're going to make like above the floor and below. So this is peeping out of the garden above the grass, and this is below the earth. And I thought that was a really nice way. See, so it depends how much of the flower you want looking out. You could make that much on this. It's entirely up to you. You could make that much underground and that much above. It's entirely up to you where you put your ground. Yeah? Do you see? I just thought that'd be quite nice. And the thing is, we're going to make a set. So we'll make a teapot, we'll make a jug, we'll make a stack of cups. So we can change where we put our line, yeah? You get it. Right, so I'm going to go about here. Let's do this one. Let's have a think. Right, air drawer in first. I'm going to go up, down. I'm going to make it woo-wah like that. A little bit funky. There you go. Nice. So if that's the ground, let's call it in our picture, that's like where the flowers break out. You cool with this? Right, and so then what we want to do is we want to make stalks, and the stalks or the stems, they are what is going to give us our dividers to make all the different patterns. So let me show you up close. If you see it up close, you'll get it. You'll get it. So if you go up close, wahee, see all the different patterns inside? There you are. Right, okay. It's just an idea. I like this. So we're using, it's just a shape, isn't it? This could be anything. I mean, we're using a cup because it just symbolises, I think, it symbolises great things. So what I'll do now, I'll start breaking out. I'm going to start making dividing bits. Here we go, look. Doesn't have to be loads, just go up. There we are. How many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do another couple on this side, like that, and another one there. There, that'll do. So I'm dividing my cup up, see, like that. I'm dividing my cup up, so now I've got my pattern areas. And now, of course, we've got to get the flowers in at the top, see, with different flowers. So let's have a look. I've got some, so the stalks, they are a continuation of what's under the ground as well. I mean, let's, you know, if we're designing a set of cups, teacups, let's get it right, hey people. So we can decide now what sort of cups, what sort of flowers do we want. So I've done some swirly ones like that. Look, let's do a few different ones. You could do them, couldn't you? Like lollipops. You know, that could be a flower. You could do, I mean, smaller, clearly I'm doing it large so you can see it. You could do a poppy head. So poppy head, let's do one like that. And then it closes up and then it opens again, doesn't it? Like that. Right, so you could do those ones. Just different opportunities, really. So those ones are quite, actually, let's do some lines in there as well. So that's another one. That could have a little base one as well, like that. That looks quite good, doesn't it? And then you could actually do this too. See, that looks nice. There you go, poppy head. Or you could make hearts. So, for example, you could do hearts, like a bunch of hearts coming off the, like that. You could do hearts, hey? And you could mix it with other little things. It's doodles. It's doodles. It's what you want it to be. What else we got? You could do, what else have I got on this one? Have a look. I did loads of different ones just to try different things out. I've done the poppies. Yeah, so what about this one? You could go up like that and then just do like it's like leaves coming off like that. This is quite nice. Look, you could just keep going. That's quite a good one, hey? So you've got 4 different ones there. What else we got? Well, let's try that, shall we? Let's do a couple, okay? Where's that thing to lean on so I don't smear my creation? Right, let's do the above the ground first, shall we? Do you fancy this? I think it'd be quite nice. Now the thing is, it's got to be a bit smaller now, hasn't it? This is in big to show you. So let's have a think. I think I'll do the poppy heads here. So if that's a poppy head, I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to do one there. So I'll come out like that, and I'll do a poppy head there, I think, like that. Or did I want to bring it over that way? And then I'll bring the other one out like that. I think I'm going to clash though, aren't I? And then I could bring another one in there like that. That's better. Otherwise I've got a great big gap in the middle of the cup. It's all about composition, isn't it? Let's do this. If we bring this one round like that, we could put another. So we've got one there. That one's gone over a little bit. It's going to bite that one. See? There. So this one, I think I'm going to bring it up a bit taller, like that. There you go. That one will go there. Right. That one's there. That one's there. So those are my poppies. Let's just get them in place first. And then I think, what do I think? I think I'm going to do some lollipop ones. Lollipops. So I'm going to do lollipop there, lollipop off that. Right, let's have a go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's gone right off the edge. That'll do. Right, 1, 1, 2, and round we go. I might bring another. Do I want to do another lollipop there? Yeah. 1, 2, and round we go again. Nice. So I've got my lollipops there. I might bring that poppy over a bit because now I've made a bit of space. Either that or I have to bring some more lollipops in, I think. It's all about the design. Design and function. Hey? That might work. Could always make it a floppy poppy. Stupid girl. Oh dear, oh dear. So what were you doing during the COVID crisis? Oh, I was drawing floppy poppies. What about you? Okay, so over here, let's do the hearts. Right, I'm going to do a floppy heart. There you go. Oh, Barbara, you need a holiday, girl. When was the last time you had holiday? When was the last time we had holiday? God, Dave made the mistake of looking at the photos the other day. Crikey. You don't realise. Can you hear that rain? He'll plurt. Right, that'll do. That'll do. I'm not going to get caught up on this. Okay. And then we can make little, I don't know. Maybe just do a set with all these don't look very hearty, do they? Come on, Gray, get your act together. Right. One thing I'd have decided in the new year. Oh, well, that's it. How's your diet going? Well, those Hotel Chocolat chocolates, I've still got 3 boxes of them to plough through. I might have to take them to work because that's never going to help. Right, here we go. But one thing I've decided, I'm going to give it my best shot. I mean, you know, some days we have good days and we have growing days, don't we? Let's face it. Some days are better than others. But one thing that I'm going to really try hard to do is just enjoy my days. You know, I've spent the best part of last year just panicking, you know, and I'm not alone, I know that. And this year I thought, well, you know, the goalposts keep getting moved. Everything's just changing. No sooner have you figured something out. Hang on, we could put a few leaves on, that'd look better. Oh yeah, hello. That's nicer. Add a few leaves to your poppies. No sooner have you figured something out, then they change it again. So, right, let's just do this. So I thought, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna go with it. Every morning, all I've got to do is get up, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna come and hang out with you. I'm gonna do the best to keep the company going. I've got a good team. I'm sure between us we'll be able to keep it going, right? And if not, well, there you go. It won't be for lack of trying, that's for sure. And then I'm not going to sweat it anymore. I don't think I can handle another year of worrying. I'm fed up with it. I'm sick of my own voice. I'm sick of my own thought processes and my own whinging. So I'm gonna change it. Yo ho ho. I am. That looks quite good. There you go. Have you got your top part of your cup sorted out? Right, come on, let's have a break. Time for a cup of tea. Oh, my back. I've been sat here all weekend. It's all right though, could be worse, could be raining. It's all right. It's all gonna be okay. But we need to stretch, because the trouble is, what you do is, right, come on, bit of yoga. I mean, that's all that the SHAC is, isn't it? A little bit of mental yoga, yeah? Redirect your thinking a little bit. Don't worry about stuff you can't do anything about. And the thing about a pencil and a piece of paper and a bit of doodling, I mean, it's been nearly 9 months now, you know, that we've been doing this. It must be. So we started at the end of March. 9 months. Well, my drawings definitely, my confidence levels have improved. That's in my drawing. I think the drawing improved with the confidence, or did the confidence improve with the drawing? Either way, they go hand in hand, don't they? You know, and the more you do, the better you get, and the better you get, the more you want to do. And I think I'm learning to just like what I do, you know, and not get hung up and not be too perfectionist. I think that's the key, isn't it? Crippling. Perfectionism is crippling. So let's just go with the flow this year, eh? Do you know what might be good as well? On those hearts, we could split them like that, so they look a little less like, a little less limp. And then we could do, like on that side, I mean, when we transfer this and we do this, this is just ideas now, isn't it? Like, and then that one like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It already looks like a proper, I'd buy it. But then again, I'd buy most things. Right, that'll do. Okay, so you got your cup, got that. Now comes the bottom bit. Let's have a look what we did. Right, I'm going to start in the middle. I'm definitely starting in the middle. And then we're going to do different patterns, okay? But it really is not, there isn't a rule here. It's your cup. You can draw what you fancy. So I think, right, I've got loads of lovely patterns on this one. Did I do a different one? I thought I did. There's an even better one. There you go. Oh yeah, I like that pattern. All right, I'm going to move the patterns around a little bit. And I think I'll go, you see the checker one there? I think I might leave that there. That one there, right, okay. That's quite big, that area there, but I reckon we could do something cool with that. So let's say, for example, with that one, we're going to do this, like lines, like that. And then I'm going to do, because I've got quite a good space here, I'm going to do dots, then I'm going to do lines. So it's all right, because it's going to be all through here, all different patterns. Can you see this all right? Let's start in the middle. Come on, Gray, you know the rules. Start in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go. And then we'll go another set of lines, like that. We'll go again. Let's do I want to offset them? Oh, now she's getting adventurous. How about that then? Right, so instead of those, I'll do these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, line. Going with the kind of a curve. And then we'll do another one of these ones. 1, 2, 3, and then another curve. And then another pair down there. Sorted. Cool. So yeah, we can add more to that, can't we? So that's that line, that's that pattern done. What else we got? Oh, what about the parky floor? That's an easy one. Come on then, parky floor. So I think I might put the parky, because these are quite big. I've made these quite big, but that's okay. Right, so now here's another decider. Do we make a thicker line between the patterns? I'm going to make a little divider, because if I was designing this, which I am, boom, There you go. So I've made a double line. Yeah? Let's make a double line. It gives you something to, it'll give us something to colour in as well, actually. Okay. There we are. Okay, in fact, while we're on the subject, let's do all of them. Slowly does it. Keep your eye on the road ahead. There we are. This is going to be nice. There are so many opportunities here. Tell you what, Linda Williams, she's designed some superb, and it's quite a coincidence. I'm not doing this because of that, but she's done some beautiful groovy plates. She designed them, all tea party stuff, like cake stands and teapots and cups and stacks. Yeah, I mean, they're different to this, but again, great minds think alike, you know. So watch that space, they'll come out sometime this year. Now, let's have a look. I'm going to do the parquet floor one. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a bit of a curve going. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 3, 4. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. I'm going less now. 3, 1, 2. Doesn't that look delightful? Eh? There you go. It's going to be a really lovely designer cup. This would cost a lot of money, you know, in the shops. Eh? Like that. So that's another one. This would be one. I wonder. Yeah, that's a good one too. So now let's see. We've done the parquet floor one. How about this one's nice. This one here. Okay, this looks like bricks, like, well, boulders. Let's do it here though. And this one, what you're doing in effect is like boulders within, like this. And they're a little bit different in shape. You see, just go with the flow of the bit, the section that you do in the panel. There we are. And then as it comes down, they get smaller, clearly. Nice, I like that. But then what we'll do is, I think that's what I did. Yeah, it looks good. On the inside bit, just do like lines like that, flash 3 of them. Just go like that, flick, 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 2 if it's not enough room. Right, and suddenly it looks like, that'll do. Down the bottom you can't really. And then do them flicking in the other way, just a couple as well, like that. Yeah, see, it looks like it's... That's nice. There. How's it going? Am I on my own? Is the sound all right? I think so. Yeah. It's a bit of a busy day for me today because, of course, we've got live TV on Hochanda, and I'm showcasing some beautiful plates by Josie Davison. Just gorgeous. Do you know what I fancy next? I think those swirls. That'll look lovely. Let's go with the swirls. Right. Yeah, look, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, check out this artwork. Let's have a little break. Look at this. See, it's what I'm going to be showing you at 12 o'clock is how we make this beautiful grid work. Look at this beautiful work. It's phenomenal. Look. Let's see all the different patterns. All just out of parchment. Really, really beautiful. Look at that. And these are the ribbon ones, so you weave. This is a lovely one as well by Carol. So you're using the same one. So you've got the same plate, but look how different it looks in the different background colour. You see, and the whole idea is that the plates, there's enough room to weave ribbon through them, you see. I like that, don't you? And the other thing is, I'll show you this as well, because this is cool. See, you can also make borders like this, look. See? So you don't have to go all the way round like that. Which one's this? Best Wishes, that one. You just repeat the pattern top and bottom. I mean, that'd look lovely on a cup as well. Those little crosses, dot, 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 cross, cross. How about that for one of the sections? All right, we'll give that a go then. Hey, I wonder if that would work. If we did, well, let's give it a go. So you go dot, 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 and then it's a cross, cross, and then dot, 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 and a cross again. What do I think? I might do that one over there though, and do the circles first, because I think that's too similar to that. Well, similar, but different, if you know what I mean. I'm going to do the dot, dot, dot bit next to it. Yeah, so the point I'm making is that I'm showcasing those at 12 o'clock. Right, now let's do the doodles. Let's do the circles. Right, here we go. Round we go until you hit the edge and then stop. And we'll do another one here. You bring it round to the back like that. Then we'll do another one here like that. This is nice. I'll tell you what, it is relaxing. And then we'll do another one there. Go the other direction, couldn't you? That's cool. I'm going to do one down here. I think I'll go the other way. See if I can doodle the other way. That's different. There we are. Super. And we'll just do one down the bottom. That looks nice. I might do a little bit up there just so it looks like there's a third one. Bit of continuity. It's relaxing, isn't it? What's the time? Oh my goodness, we're nearly finished again. Let's do, I think here now, let's try that. No, I might do it over here. So it's going to be dot. I might just do it like that rather than, yeah, like that. And then here I'll do dot, 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 dot. I might as well get my eye in because this is what I'm going to be doing again at 12 o'clock. And then you cut them out, you see. That looks all right, actually. Now we've just got to work out when we do this that obviously they're going to go off the cup now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's a little bit of a cross there. Then we'll do the cross there. Yeah, I like. So you can make your own patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, now the crosses, what we could do with them is make a little dot at the end of each cross. Piece of cake. I thought, and I hope that you agree with me, that going into this new year, you know, we were talking about travelling gently, and oh, that looks nice, I like that. And I just thought that this would be just a nice start to the year, you know? And there's so much room for play. Let's do this one. Let's do the checker one. I like the checker one. Yeah? Do the checker one. And the checker one, let's have a think. We want to do it quite tight, so I'm going to go 3, otherwise it'd be too much down the bottom. So I'm going to go 1, 2. There you go. And then we'll checker it out this way. That's good enough. Nice. See, the thing about the doodles as well, we get together on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. But the lovely thing about this particular doodle as well is that you can carry on, can't you? You don't have to wait till Wednesday. if you fancy making more, all I'm doing is giving you the idea. And once you've got you know how to make the shape, you keep your eye on form and function. So in other words, try not to let design override functionality. I think that's I think that's fun to think of it like that. Or you may say, do you know what? I'm going with total design. You know, like sometimes you see these furniture designers and you think, well, that chair was never meant to be sat in, was it? You couldn't possibly sit in that chair. But it looks amazing, you know. I sometimes do wonder where the designer's head was when he made that particular objet d'art, you know. So you see, just colour in those bits, and that looks really cool. I think that a whole set core. I remember I went to the restaurant show years ago. We were doing our vases there, slate vases, and let me just check. Oh yeah, and there was a set of crockery, absolutely beautiful. And I can't remember. It was a well, you know, it was like one of the big Wall Dalton or one of the big boys, but it was all checker like this, and it was like the Mad Hatter's Tea Party type. Just beautiful, but it was sinfully expensive, and I didn't have the money in those days anyway, and but it stuck with me because it looked so beautiful, and it would be like the whole thing would be like black and white. You know, if you had a black and white kitchen, or a red kitchen, or a plain kitchen, it was just gorgeous, and the design stuck with me. So I just thought it was so beautiful. Now the last one, what are we going to do on the last one? Do you know what I think would be quite nice? Is this. Right, but you pick, you decide. I think this is quite good. And what I'm going to do is come in from that side. Right, actually I'll do the outside and then the inside. That's easier, Gray. Do the outside and then the inside. There you go. And they're woo-ah. They're all funky, and then as you get down the bottom, it gets smaller. Do you know what's really brilliant? I think, right, you've got a pen or a pencil in your hand and a piece of tracing paper. The reason we're using tracing paper is so that in a minute we can make stacks and that, right? And also it's easier to get your composition right in scrap. And then if you're wondering, if you're new, Susan, if you're new, you're thinking, how do you translate this to a piece of card or surface? See, what you do is you turn it over and then you transfer it. So in other words, now if I pushed through on this side of the tracing paper, see, I transfer it, and then I've got my design on my surface. That's a straightforward transfer trick. See? The other thing, sometimes we use light waves, we use light tables to do that, but that's up to you. Now this bit here, right, I'm thinking that if I've got this at the foot, even though I'm not that keen on it, I think that this would look absolutely lovely just in stripes. Do you know? I do. I think that would look great. Hey? Yeah. Cool, I wish I could make this in pottery. Well, who says I can't? That'd be a challenge, wouldn't it? There we are. What a nice cup. And I like the shape as well. We've got a little bit of Josie Davison's grid work in there. 12 o'clock, hochanda.com, don't miss it. Yeah, I'm going for it at Hochanda. Right, yeah. And I think that pretty much brings us to the end of this little doodle session. Tea in the SHAC. There you go, time for tea. I like that. So we'll get together again on Wednesday, and we'll try a stack on Wednesday. Yeah? Yeah. So that was nice. I like that. over to you, Virgil. There's plenty of meat on the bone there. There's plenty to get your teeth into. You know, if you're in that place right now where you really don't know what on earth is going on, first of all, take comfort in the fact that that's you and the rest of the country, okay? But this is something that you could really just escape to. You know, have a little doodle, draw a tea set, see your design. I'd love to see when we get to Clarity Worldwide. Won't it be brilliant to have a look at all the different cup designs? And, you know, this is just one idea. I bet we're all really good crockery designers. I bet we are, you know. So when we get together on Wednesday, we'll crack on with this particular theme, all right? Nice cup of tea. So I'll see you Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Paul, thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to talking to you in a minute. We'll make a plan for 12 o'clock. Anyway, lots of love to you. Stay safe. Enjoy. Have a cuppa. Enjoy your doodle. And I'll see you on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Lots of love now. Bye-bye.